Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's been a bit. Episode 4? Was it 4?
Yeah, this is episode 4. Yeah.
Yeah, episode 4, Pokerole. I've not prepared this intro. Pokerole. It is Tuesday. It is May 12th. We got Bruin, we got Rexus, we got Veepie, we got Clove here, and we are here and we are rolling it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, because it is also May 12th, it is International Nurses Day, so shout out to nurses.
Hell yeah. We love nurses.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Apparently, it is also National Yadig Day. I guess just celebrating the phrase Yadig.
Crazy.
I'm just looking up days on a site. Like,
There's a celebration for everything.
There is.
Is there a national day of national days?
you know what? I'm going to Google
Probably.
that. I'm going to Google that now. Is there a national day for national days? Well, it gave me the National Day calendar.
It's also a National Shark Tank Cleaner Day. That guy's really going ham on that Shark Tank.
Apparently, it is also National Nutty Fudge Day and National Limerick Day. Why is there so many national days for things? Anyways, this is so fucking off topic. Pokerole. So, we last left off. Our heroes had a bit of a run-in with some sort of mysterious antagonistic group that called themselves Team Nocturne. Orion has made a new friend in Oraltz, and when they called the professor, she seemed a little bit panicked about sightings of this team, and told them to arrive at Albio Village to meet up with the gym leader of the town, Jens. Everyone got free lodgings because of this incident, and when we last left off, everyone started to rest their heads for the day, and it is now the next morning. It's a pretty quiet morning. Not a whole lot of bustle or hustle, for that matter. What is everyone up to at this time?
You'll never believe it, but Dillon is shoveling food into Alfie's mouth.
Yes.
Shocking, I know.
Just Alfie.
I mean, Rockruff is getting all the scraps that miss Alfie's mouth.
Poor Corfish.
Yeah, Corfish got some fish feed. It's okay.
Okay.
I think Shae is outside letting her Pokemon have fresh air first thing in the morning.
As you're letting your Pokemon out on the walk, you do see that by the gym down the road, you do in fact see Professor Maple and Jens are standing outside. Looks like they're having a talk. Aside from that, it's a pretty quiet town. There's not a whole lot going on. Couple of passerbys at least are like just, on their morning constitutional and all that.
Shae's gonna take notice of seeing the professor and Jens over there, but she's just gonna wait for everybody else before doing anything.
I'm probably checking in with Nurse Joy on the condition of the results.
The nurse will let you know that the Ralts is recovering very quickly. Pretty much like she tells you that before you before you found it, it was basically like using its psychic energy to like make sure it doesn't bleed more. Just so you basically caught it at like the perfect time. When she gives you the Pokeball, the Pokeball does open, and when you see the Ralts come out, it has like a little bandage on its head.
Oh.
You feeling better, little guy?
It calmly gives you an affirming nod.
Good.
Okay, well, Briar is probably outside, of course. I think that she's like laying out on the grass, you know, just like laying on her back, just enjoying the nice weather and the morning breeze.
It's fairly calm weather. You can feel a bit of a breeze flow through your hair as you're kind of sky gazing. You do see some Pokemon, some bird Pokemon flying above. You also do see a fairly larger shape of a like circling around the forest.
Ooh, okay. Like kind of in the distance though.
Yeah, in the distance, it's a little bit hard to see unless you would want to roll for it. But it just looks like a very noticeably larger shape than the other ones that you're seeing. And instead of flying in one direction, it's circling.
If I were to roll for something, what would I be rolling?
Give me... Once again, because I really don't know how to roll for insight, or not insight, for perception in this. Give me insight plus, you know what? Give me insight plus nature.
Okay, yes. I'm doing this right, I think.
That is one success. You can't necessarily make out exactly what it is, but you can tell that at least it doesn't look like it's natural to the environment.
Interesting. Okay. And this is the forest to like the right, correct? Or like where is this?
It's mostly down south toward like around the Ender Forest, but it does also kind of look like it's sweeping a perimeter around the other ways.
I see. Okay. I think for now, Briar will take note of it, but will kind of wait for the others to gather outside.
Okay.
Okay, well, Dillon is done feeding his Pokemon, so he's gonna saunter on out with them.
And I'll follow out behind them.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the Ralts with you now? Or are they still healing?
They're in their Pokeball.
Sick. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Well, guys, I have something to share with you now that we are all gathered here.
Oh,
I don't know how important this is, but I saw something.
What
I don't
kind
know
of
if you
something?
guys, well, I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know what kind of something, but if you guys look in the sky down there towards the forest, I don't know, something doesn't look right in the sky. Do you see that thing circling around? It's a little weird.
yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Well,
I
it seemed a
wonder-
little strange, so I figured it was important to tell you guys.
I wonder if we should ask the professor. Maybe they know.
That's a great idea.
If it's anything Pokemon related, I'm sure the professor could help us out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm in. Let's go.
As you two walk down the road, you basically see what I told Shae saw. The professor is basically just having a talk with Jens, just outside the gym.
Good morning, Professor.
Hello, everyone. Did you all sleep well?
I think so.
Yeah, I slept
Yeah.
pretty okay, I think.
Jens is going to pipe up and say, I am glad to hear Albio doesn't really get a lot of visitors, so when we do, I try to be as accommodating as possible.
Well, I thought it was great, so thank you very much.
Of course.
Well, Professor, I don't know if you've been looking up at the sky at all today, but I definitely was, and I saw something a little weird down there in the forest.
Oh, really? She starts looking up. What did you see?
I'm not quite sure, but it looked a little strange, and it was circling around like the forest area down there, and it seemed kind of bigger than what I normally see up in the sky. So
The professor
figured it was
gives
important.
the professor like chuckles a little bit as you're describing it. It's like, oh, oh, that's perfectly fine. That's just one of my Pokemon up there.
One of your Pokemon?
Oh yeah. Well, you see, since we're still trying to track down those Nocturne members that you've witnessed, I decided to have one of my Pokemon decide to circle the forest to see if they can find them straggling. Would you like to meet her?
Yes. That's awesome.
Puts a hand up to her mouth, does a very sharp whistle. Like, you know It's probably gonna be very specific to some people. Tidus's whistle that he teaches to Yuna in Final Fantasy X. Basically the equivalency of that whistle. Just a very sharp, long whistle. And you see the figure start, to anyone looking in that direction, you see the figure start to fly downwards towards you, all of y'all. And as it gets closer, you start to notice it is basically what looks like a big ass dinosaur. As it swoops down and lands right next to Maple.
Whoa, I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon that big this close before.
Yeah, that thing is crazy.
As it lands, Maple pats its head and says, it's not a very common Pokemon to see, I can tell you that much. But no need to be shy if you want to take a closer look. Amber is very friendly.
Orion's gonna pull out his Pokedex and let his Pokedex tell him about it.
It takes a second for it to scan, but it does have an entry. Aerodactyl, the fossil Pokemon. This is a ferocious Pokemon from ancient times. Apparently, even modern technology is incapable of producing a perfectly restored specimen.
Whoa.
Hey, we have a fossil of a Pokemon too.
Oh, really? I heard. I remember you bringing that up while on the phone earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like, I can probably inspect it for you.
Be pretty cool.
Yes.
I can't say that I can't say that I can revive it right now. Like in this current time, we don't have the technology in this town, but I could at least appraise it.
What do you guys think? Do you want to get it appraised?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome if the professor could tell us what it was.
And
Which one?
I believe Clove's character is the one with the fossil.
Oh, am I?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You're good.
Well, I will hand over the fossil then.
I forgot who had it too. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was Orion.
She's going to look over the fossil very delicately. Very delicately looks at it. Being very careful not to make any chips or dents or anything in the rock. You know how it be.
What do you think, Professor? Is it another Aerodactyl? That would be so cool.
What was that?
Sorry, I was rolling dice.
I
Oh.
like dice.
That was the professor analyzing the fossil.
Sorry, I thought she was brushing her teeth.
No, it's no. It's dice. It's dice. Because see,
That's what they all say.
I thought someone's skeleton was chattering.
It's just
The
me. It's a little
skeleton
cold in here.
appears. After a brief second of looking at it, she gives a nod and says, "I don't know where you found this, but this is a pretty pristine-looking dome fossil."
A
Dome? Let's go. That sounds good.
Heck yeah.
She points at one of the. She points towards like and starts like tracing basically what looks to be like the part of the like the rock that is basically like the fossil itself. Sure, you can see this shape right here, but see, it's vaguely in the shape of some sort of shell. Hold on, I have a visual here in the. I'll throw in the voice chat, like vaguely of like what the shape looks like. Like it's a lot more visible, like when it's pointed out.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see like the rounded part of the shell there. Oh, this thing's so cool.
I haven't seen many with my own eyes, but if you happen to find a fossil revival machine, it should be able to revive a Pokemon that is known as Kabuto.
That sounds like it could be cool.
She gives a nod. And basically says like, "Oh yes, I find fossil excavation to be a very interesting thing, personally." She kind of like just looks towards Amber and is just like, "I'm sure you can tell."
Did you find Amber as a fossil?
Oh yes, long time
Whoa.
ago.
That's pretty cool. Well, I guess we gotta keep looking for one of those machines then.
I would imagine one of the larger cities, probably further up north, would probably have one, if I were to guess. As she's talking, like just gives like Amber a pat on the back, and Amber just flies off to continue circling around the forest. Maple kind of like crosses her arms a bit and says, "Well, while we still have this investigation ongoing, it may be a little bit dangerous to have to go through the forest. Though, if you all are interested, I think Jens has lined up a little bit of a what would you call it? Sure, you could call it an adventure of sorts. They said words. They have said that this village is has a lot of history. So if there is interest, I'm sure they would be able to show you some of it. I apologize, Jens, by the way. Oh, it's no problem.
Yeah, I'd love to learn about the history.
Yeah.
Won't find me turning down a guided tour.
Yeah, the architecture here is different from anywhere I've ever been before, so I'd love to hear about that.
Jens basically just starts heading down the road that you walk down, and basically like says like, all right, I'll lead the way then. This also gives the professor some time to investigate further, so but I do hope I do think that this should be at least a little bit entertaining, I would think. So Jens basically walks you all down the road a little bit north and kind of leads you all up to this crossroad up here. You can see. He basically says, well, to start, Albio Village is I mean, you might have noticed, it's a very small town. We've actually, this has actually been a part of a restoration project that has been building up over time. There has been records showing that way in the before times, this used to be grounds of an ancient civilization of people many years ago. So we've basically been trying to restore it and make it a livable space once again.
So this whole place is basically like an archaeology site?
You can say that, yes, but a lot of what we found has either been ruins or whatever we could find. We had to send it over to museums for preservation. because that's how things go. I'm sure. I'm sure you've probably noticed from the town over, as they point towards this very large tower. You can see it spans upward toward, like, even up above the trees. It is that tall.
Whoa.
It may not be the most creative of names, but Albio Tower is one of the closest intact buildings that we've seen from this sort of civilization. What we believe is that this was at least a resting place for humans or for Pokemon. We're unsure of, but it had a lot of marked stones in there. Now, of course, we did not remove any because that would be desecration, but we at least did our best to restore and put them into a more cleaner condition.
That seems quite thoughtful.
Quite. I mean, who knows? Maybe there might be some ghost Pokemon to appear there at night. And they kind of like wave their hands in like a sarcastically spooky tone.
Ghosts.
Like, zoinks, Elfie.
Like Zoink Scoob! Like Zoink Scoob, there might be a Ghastly. Though if there is interest, there are some we do have some ruins still undiscovered that we are still digging into. If you would all like to see something like that.
Ooh.
Discovered ruins.
Ooh.
I like the sound of that.
Jens will start leading you down here through this tunnel that is to the west, and I will start prepping the next map. Probably should have done this beforehand. I mean, it's already prepared, but like, I still need to put the tokens down, you know? And ba-boop.
Baba Booey.
Baba boy. And as they're leading you down the tunnel, basically through this tunnel. I don't know if tunnel's the right word. I mean, I'm sure you've seen it in the games. It's, you know, it's those like in between rooms that they like in between like, you know, the routes and like the major cities that they usually put in.
Ways.
Those ways, yeah. And what you see when you walk out seems to be a much more open field. You can see from the distance, lot of big rocks, and what seems to be like ruined architecture that has eroded from time. As you walk out, you do see a sign, and it reads, "The Ruins of Alduin."
Ruins. That's kind of spooky sounding.
Spooky. I think that sounds exciting. What if there's like treasure here?
Well, then you can stand in front of me.
All right, I will do that.
I'm curious too, so I'd like to be closer to the front.
Jens chuckles a bit and says, "Well, if you do discover some treasure, I'm sure you'll be allowed to keep it." Khan just like leans forward and like does the like loud whispering, just like, "Don't tell the museum curators." And we'll basically just start giving a rundown. Well, as you can probably see, there have been words are difficult. In a place like this, you can see that there has been civilization. You can they're gonna start walking. The architecture is what probably once was proudly stood. With time, has eroded. Though, I'm sure you have seen with the main village the wonders of the modern day. We are slowly trying to at least get this like recreated so that it can be preserved as a site of history within Eclipsea's past. Though figuring out exactly how things were when, you know, we didn't have things like cameras and photography. It's very difficult.
Put together a big old puzzle, right?
Basically like kind of like a puzzle, though. Imagine if you will, a puzzle, but several pieces have been thrown out the window. If that makes sense.
Yeah, That doesn't sound like a puzzle I'd be very good at.
As they walk more closer to the river, you can see what is a very a very different looking bridge compared to many bridges that you would see in your life. It is carved like it is basically held together with stone and ropes. Thankfully, one of the things that did get withstood in time is this bridge, so we are able to safely cross.
You sure this thing is safe? Looks awfully, I don't know, it just looks like stones and ropes.
Yen's to show a demonstration, boldly walks across the bridge, and as you watch, it is not budging.
Whoa.
And as they turn back, kind of just gives like a ta-da hand motion.
Maybe it is pretty sturdy after all.
All right, you next, Dillon.
Do you think I would lead you to danger?
I think I still got the heebie-jeebies about this. He's gonna like tiptoe all the way across.
Tiptoe through the window.
Oh, through the window.
And he firmly plants his feet on the other side, like, that
you-
wasn't too bad, I guess.
Orion just casually strolls across the bridge.
As you walk across it, it doesn't feel like a rope bridge. It feels basically like you're still walking on solid ground.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
All right, well, I guess I'll go next. Briar's just gonna run across, to be honest. She just books it. She just wants to get across. All right,
You
it's
just
over.
hear-
It's over. I'm across.
It's not too bad.
And then Shae will put both her Pokemon on her shoulders and also very quickly power walk across. Oh,
Yippee! You did it.
hooray! So do any Pokemon live out in these ruins?
Well, from what we would tell, it seems like there's been some rock Pokemon that have started to take up some residence within these ruins. And of course, surrounded by trees and nature and all that, your standard Pokemon of the forest also tend to give a bit of a look around. Among other Pokemon. Jens kind of just rolls their eyes.
Among us?
That might have sounded a little suspicious. I'm going to hope that they don't bother us, but there is one Pokemon here that likes to think that they have claimed these ruins and have taken up residence. I'm sure they won't bother us. Hopefully.
It's a little ominous.
A little.
Well, I hope that you all would be able to trust me. I am a gym leader. It is my job to keep trainers safe when we are around. I wouldn't want to lose my license.
Yeah, I mean, we trust you. It's just, it's a little creepy out here is all. Old ruins and all that. Mysterious Pokemon lurking around that may or may not be friendly.
Oh, trust me. If there is an attack, my bug Pokemon will make quick work of them. Let me tell you. As you do look around the ruins, you can kind of see that it's very rocky. You do see like some broken down buildings to one side. Though to the other side, you do see what looks to be a more intact building as well. Though it does look a little bit more modern compared to some of the broken down ruins.
So, what are some of these buildings over here?
They're going to point up here and is going to say, well, what we believe is that some of these broken buildings up here are where residences, maybe shops. We are still a little bit unsure about what exactly there is there. Also, I know my visualization's a little bit bad because I only put like one building, but like just pretend like there's a couple of like just broken down buildings. They point to one specifically and they're like, we believe that one might have been a hospital? Or at least like a doctor's office?
But different from like a Pokemon Center.
I mean, we're unsure if this is during a time when Pokemon were domesticated or not. But Pokemon, even without Pokemon centers, you know, we need our human centers. And they point towards the more intact building, and they're just like, and that place right there, it has just the that's just where we have all of our archaeology workers set up.
What about this giant rock thing over here? Is this just a natural rock formation?
To be completely honest, this is kind of one of our newer discoveries. Though we did find out that inside we have found during our discoveries, we found out that it is more hollowed out on the inside, and it seems like whatever civilization that was here used it for something. Though we are entirely we are completely entirely unsure what it is right now, as it's a more recent discovery.
I bet a cave like that would be really fun to poke around in later.
That looks pretty cool.
If someone would like to give to anyone that would want to like get a closer look about this this rock formation, be insight plus alert.
Insight plus alert.
Three successes. Shae, from the corner of your eye, from behind this pillar, you will see the cave in, and you will see the cave entrance.
Oh. Well, if you guys are feeling brave, I see the door right over there. Oh, is that, would you call that a door? I see the hole over there. Hole? The cave hole. There's a cave hole over there.
I think the word that you are looking for is entrance.
What if it's just an exit?
Jens kind of just puts like a hand up to their chin and just like, I didn't think about it that way.
I'm a bit philosophical myself.
Orion will go over and check out the exit to the cave.
He enters it. As you two look through it, it's a little bit dark, but you do notice in the middle of it is a rope that leads downward.
Oh, I really
Well,
want to know where that goes, but I'm not going first.
Let me pull out Shinx and have Shinx light up his tail.
Shinx will light up his tail. Is illuminated. The door is illuminated. As it gets illuminated, you notice throughout the walls of inside the cave, a bunch of rocks start to shimmer from the light reflecting off of all of it. There's a bunch of like stones pointing out of it that are shiny.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of shiny rocks in here.
I like
Oh, shiny rocks. I want to see. Whoa, there is a lot in there. That looks so cool.
With Shinx also lighting up, you would notice the rope as it's a little bit of a drop, but you do notice that there is solid ground at the bottom of the rope.
Anyone care for a bit of spelunking?
Are you leading the way?
Sure.
Well, then I'm not opposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jump in the hole.
In the hole.
Spelunk?
Da, da, da. That's the wrong token. As you all start heading down, everyone running past the ends. As you all head down the hole, it is a little bit dark, but with Shinx's illuminated tail, you do see that it is what seems to be a pretty open room. It has no dirt paths anywhere. Lots of moss covering the rocks. There's some mushrooms growing inside. And looks to be a bit more intact than some of the buildings that are outside. Probably due to erosion not hitting them as hard as the outside did.
Oh wow, this place is actually pretty well intact compared to outside.
Well, it's neat in here. Dillon is gonna lean down towards his Rockruff, who has since been named Roxanne, nicknamed Rocky.
Aw.
And he's gonna say, "Yo,
Rocks!
Rocks! Hey, Rocky, can you give a little sniff around and see if you can find anything in here? This place looks really cool."
The Roxanne will start sniffing around. It kind of just starts like walking around the room a little bit. Just kind of just like it's just wandering around the room a bit, seeing if it can find anything. Might take a bit.
Yeah, take your time, Rocky. Don't do anything dangerous.
It gives a nod and then continues.
And I guess me and Shinx will proceed deeper in and see if we can find anything too.
I'm holding down the fort of the bottom of this rope.
Don't want to lose the rope.
Wait, how do I bring out? Oh, there she
Hold
is.
on, I gotta.
Oh yeah. Briar's gonna show Morlo the mushrooms.
I made this map with a smaller dimension than usual, so for some reason the tokens do that when I.
Just true to size. It's okay.
So what are you doing with Morlul?
Showing her the mushrooms.
Kind of. The Morlul looks at it. It looks a little excited. Maybe bites on one of them.
Gasp! Cannibalism.
Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, Morlo. Don't let anybody see that.
When it does, it kind of just like gives like a bleh.
I would
Little
say
bit of-
nothing down here is going to taste too great.
Little bit of a. After a little bit of a delay, you do see Jens does come down as well, but kind of just like decouples, like just got like one of those like, you know, rope harnesses basically. Kind of like decouples it from the rope.
Had to be extra safe.
Over the table fact, Jens is afraid of heights. And as they are decoupling from the rope, they're just like, bunch of brave souls you lot are, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be like, look at this cool place that we found. You don't see stuff like this every day if you don't take a risk or two.
Well, that may be true. I am a bit concerned. Wouldn't want any of you all to get hurt. A lot of this place is undiscovered, so if you do happen to find anything, feel free to keep it.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
To be frank, to be frank, this sort of place is kind of new to me as well.
Do you want us to roll any type of check to see if we find anything?
Give me... I genuinely don't know like what other roll to do than just insight plus alert for these types of rolls. So I guess just insight plus alert.
All right.
also think like crafts for like artifacts or lore for historical things could also be like things that you could roll for.
I was about to say, either way for alert or lore, it would be the same for me.
Crafts for what, Bruin?
I was thinking like crafts for like anything that was like made by, humans.
Oh, like man-made stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to roll with one of those stats, I will allow it. Also, 3 successes. Damn.
Hell yeah.
So with Shanks's light, as you get a little bit closer to the wall, you do start to see what looks to be a bunch of cave drawings. Just scattered across the walls.
Whoa, these are kind of cool. Looks like there's some type of writing on the wall.
Jens kind of walks over and looks over what you found. It's like, I don't think I've seen a whole lot of these before. Kind of look towards it. Might take a bit to have to translate this. What you can make out of it, Orion, is you see what seems to be like some shapes of like what looks like drawings. You notice one of the shapes looks to be in the shape of a lion. And then across from it, what looks to be a bat.
Huh. I wonder if that's a picture of ancient Pokemon.
Ancient Pokemon, huh? I've heard from long ago that some civilizations treat Pokemon like gods.
Huh.
It's a pretty impressive Pokemon.
Well, from what I know, apparently there are special one-of-a-kind Pokemon that have power so great that they can terraform landscapes and change.
Hang on.
Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Also apologize if you heard that. That was my mom. Jens will say, I've heard from stories of special one-of-a-kind Pokemon whose power is so great that they can do amazing things. Terraform lands, or even completely change the sky. Though sightings of such things are not known to be common, like at all.
Be
Yeah, it's
really
kinda-
amazing to see something like that.
Over the distance, you hear everyone can hear Roxanne is loudly barking.
Oh, it sounds like she found something. And Dillon's gonna start running over to that side of the cave.
As you get closer to Rockruff, you hear growling.
What's going on over there, Rocky? You all right?
And as you turn the corner, you see two familiar figures.
Uh-oh.
Bump bump bump.
What the?
Those same Nocturne team
Losers.
Nocturne, those same Team Nocturne grunts that you saw the other day. One of them looks to be, seems like one of them looks enamored by the Rockruff. The other one just looks like it's trying to shush it.
Guys, I think we got a problem over here.
They both
Uh-oh.
look towards you, and then the masculine one just says, "Fuck."
Bleep. Can Briar and I see them over there, or we're just hearing all the commotion?
You hear the commotion. It's, this move. Actually, hold on. Let me draw something. So, I probably should have did this in the map, but it's kind of this part here is kind of just sealed off compared to the other parts. So it should be more obscured by this big rock, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Well, we hear all the commotion, and Shae will look at Briar and say, "We should probably go, right?"
Yeah, that sounds pretty serious over there.
And we arrive.
And you two now also see the Nocturne grunts, and they're kind of just looking at all of y'all and then looking to each other rapidly.
And Shae just immediately gets mad, and she looks at that guy, and she's like, "Oh, I have a bone to pick with you." Expletives, bad words, cuss words.
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, well, I don't know who you are either, but I know you stink. Why don't you take off that stupid mask, and then I'll really know who you are, stinky.
I'm afraid
Yeah.
I can't do that, little missy.
Were you scared? You scared of a little girl? You can't take off your mask in front of a little girl?
Kind of just crosses his arms and is just like, you wouldn't understand, girl. These outfits are sacred, and they must never be taken off in the presence of outsiders.
Well, you know what I thought? I thought respecting Pokemon was supposed to be sacred, and we know what you did to that Ralt in the woods.
The feminine looking one just looks at him and just goes, and they're just like, oh, they fucking know. It's like, and it's just like, how the hell do you know about that?
That's none of your business.
By that logic, wouldn't it be my business since I'm involved directly?
Maybe I'm psychic.
He looks visibly confused. Just like looks at him, looks at. He kind of just looks at his partner, and is just like, who the fuck are these people?
Visible confusion through the mask.
Yes.
That is some very intense confusion.
By all laws of reality, the masks are now just visibly changing, like, demeanor. Like, what the hell? Very comically.
Like old theater masks. Is morph
Basically.
into random emotions. So Jens, what should we do about this?
They're already on their phone.
Well, I know what I want to do about this. I want to kick that guy's ass.
I'm right there with you.
I'm like several feet taller than you. Do you really think you can?
And then Shae's gonna kind of look at Sensor, and Sensor's gonna just jump out in front of her, and he looks really, really mean.
All right, come on, Shanks. We better back him up.
He kind of just sighs and is just like, I guess there's no other choice, huh? And he takes out a Pokeball. And kind of just nudges his partner. It's just like, and she's just kind of like, and like just lets out a very hard sigh and takes out hers. Well, I'd imagine you're not gonna let us go, so we're just gonna have to force our way out.
Yeah,
And
fat chance you're getting out of here.
Let me get some more appropriate music. That's too extreme. I don't think this warrants Cynthia's theme.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'm gonna set up turn order while I do this. Everybody roll for initiative.
Seven.
Seven, 3.
Oh.
2.
What the heck?
What's up?
Me. I just saw my number.
2.
Are we rolling a d20 or are we rolling our
Yeah,
dex
Oh.
plus alert?
I forgot that there's an initiative button I pressed. Should I do that instead?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one.
What?
Where's the initiative button?
On your character sheet, when you scroll down a little bit, there's an initiative button.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh.
Oh my
Well.
god! Briar's the fastest. Clove was like, "Oh, I rolled a 2," and we were all like, "Watch this." And then the grunt said, "Watch this." Oh my god!
That's crazy. What the
How is that
heck?
possible?
Well, one of them has
That's
0
impressive.
alert. All right, let me.
That one has no idea what's going on.
Briar is the
4.
strongest of us all.
Oh
Well,
my
we have
gosh.
4 ones, so.
He wants to like roll a d20 for priority in
Yes.
that, or
Can someone roll an additional one for the Nocturne Grunt as well while I set up the turn order?
got it.
You got it. Okay. What the hell? You
Maybe I
should
shouldn't have got
let
it.
me roll.
Okay, so. I think Nocturne Grunt 2 is just going last no matter what.
With a 0, they better be.
I need one from. I need
How do you
one
roll
from
a
Orion.
0?
2 fails. Or one
Yeah,
fail, I guess.
I guess if it only counts successes, yeah. Forgot that's how that works.
Okay, so it should be Briar, then Nocturne Grunt 1,
Yo, my bad, y'all.
Then I think it's I'm confused already. Okay, Nocturne Grunt, then Dillon, then Orion, then Shae.
Yeah, sounds right.
Oh.
It's just so angry she can't even process what's happening right now.
Okay, so as the two step back and they throw their Pokeballs, they'll send out their Mons.
Oh, a quick question, which I guess obviously totally up to you, but I'm just curious. But is Jens joining us, or are they like on the phone? They're doing something.
They're on the phone.
Gotcha. These kids are crazy. Help me.
Oh, you can overhear. You can overhear. He kind of just like walks back a second. It's just like you can overhear Jens just be like, Maple, get the fuck over here right now. Like frantically on the phone. Anyways, Briar.
I'm nervous. Okay. Well, here I go, I guess. Well, I guess I'm gonna have my. Does it matter which, like, Pokemon I'm focusing it on? Do I have to pick one, or
You can
is it
choose.
like?
You can choose who to target unless it's an AOE move.
What does that mean? Oh, okay, never mind. I don't need to know what that
Hit
means.
multiple targets.
I know what that means. Yeah. I don't think that the move I'm gonna use is, because I'm gonna use Astonish. Okay, well I'm gonna have Morlul use Astonish on the Rattata.
All right.
Jump scare.
Roll accuracy.
Okay. How do I do that? Oh, this button next to it. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
It's the button of the dice that says accuracy.
Well, how come? Oh, never mind. What the heck?
The attack failed.
Morlul. Shouldn't have eaten those mushrooms.
Marlo's tripping out.
The shroom's tripping on shrooms.
Its eyes are glowing RGB.
Not the gamer shroom.
You can vaguely hear Carmel dancing.
From the other room?
From the other cave.
From the other cave.
Well, that's all I can do, right?
No, you can do other actions. It's just that.
Oh, can I?
You can take multiple actions in one turn. It's just that every subsequent one will make it harder to attack and defend for the round. So,
well,
if you want your next attack to hit, you would need 2 successes.
Oh. Maybe we'll stop there.
Okay.
We didn't do very well. And I'm a little nervous.
I don't know why the turn order is all fucky right now, but it is now the Nocturne Grunt's turn. And we'll just say, all right, Pucciana, tackle the nearest thing you see.
Rocky, no.
And we'll start running towards, and you'll see it. It is targeting Orion's Shinx. What is Shinx's defense?
Defense.
Vitality.
3.
All right. The tackle deals 1 damage to Shinx. And that is all he will do. And it is now on to Dillon Patchouli.
All right, Roxanne, throw a rock at that Rattata. And Roxanne's going to use a rock throw.
Rock throw. Roll act, please. Low accuracy 1, but you got the 2, so it in fact hits. Roll damage.
All right.
The defense is 2. One damage.
All right, good job, Rocky. And then I will not do anything else from there.
All right. Orion.
Shinx is going to try to hit them with his Thunder Shock. The Poochyena.
Hits. You said the Poochyena?
Yes.
Its defense is 1.
So where would I roll damage for that? Or how would I?
Do you see do you see where it says do you have a dice button that says damage? Did the roll 20 did the sheet break?
I don't see one.
Okay, give me your special plus power plus give me roll 5 minus 4. Not 5 minus 4, 5 minus 1.
As D6s?
Yeah. 46s. Two
12.
damage as the hits towards the Poochyena as it gets shocked. Roll me 3 more d6s. No para. Okay, what would you like to do now?
I think I'll end there.
All right, Shae.
Okay. All right. I think Shae is gonna have Sensor use smoke screen. She's gonna she's very angry. She's got a very red face, and she kind of like gestures broadly over in that area and tells Sensor to blind them with the smoke screen.
All right, give me an accuracy check. Cyndaquil's fiery quills from their back shoots out a big puff of black smoke as it starts to fill the room. the as it starts to affect both the user's Pokemon. They both have -1 to all their act rolls. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have sensor follow up on the Rattata with an Ember.
All right, give me accuracy. You need 2 successes.
Okay.
And it goes.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I rolled twice. Oopsie.
No, you're fine. The Nocturne Grunt is going to use one of their actions to tell it to evade. Mita goes in favor of player, so it hits.
Yippee! Damage roll?
Yes. The defense is a 2. Ooh, that is a as Sensor charges up an Ember and fires it towards the Poochyena. The smoke ignites around the Rattata and it explodes around it.
I thought you were saying the Rattata explodes.
No, the smoke ignites and it explodes. Rattata is in fact fainted.
That's what we in the business refer to as a spicy meatball.
The feminine grunt is just like, no, Rattata! And returns it to the Pokeball.
And I think Shae will end her turn there.
All right. Well, Nocturne Grunt 2 is out of the fight, so it goes back to Briar.
Okay, well, Briar is gonna... Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta move some things around my screen. Too many things. Briar is gonna ask Wooper to come out of their Pokeball. And use... Oh, no. Sorry, now I have too many little pop-ups on my screen.
You can double-click them to minimize them.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Learned something new. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Wooper. Use tackle on the Poochyena.
All right. Give me an accuracy roll.
Oh, what the heck? Okay.
What's up?
Nothing. I just gotta do math. How
Is there
come the
not
other
a-
one I could just click a button and this one I can't click a button for?
Hold on.
Are they locked?
And I just don't see a button. Oh, there we go. Now I see a
Hold
button.
Oh, do you see it now?
No, yeah, I see it now. I closed it and reopened it and it's back.
Oh, sorry. I
I
forgot to lock them. Sorry.
You said accuracy, right?
Yes. You need 1 success. There you go.
Yippee. So now I do damage? Or no? I'm
Well,
getting too ahead of myself.
the Nocturne Grunt can order a to defend in a way.
Oh.
It's going to, as it sees the Wooper start running up and going to attack the Poochyena, he's going to say, "Clash it with a tackle of your own." Beats Meets it goes in favor of players. So as it tries to tackle, Whooper's tackle was a lot heavier, and it
Let's go, Whooper.
and caused their clash to fail. Roll for Demog.
Yeah.
Let's go, Whooper.
For the
Whooper,
defense.
whooper,
That's the
There's
sound of the beast.
Oh,
That's 1 damage.
let's go,
Okay.
Whooper. He killed it.
Let's freaking go.
It looks to be this Pucciana is looking very beat up right now, so but it is in fact the Grunt's turn.
Let's go, Whooper. You killed it. Thank you.
And is going to say is just going to order Pucciana. Pal, and then follow up with a bite. The howl doesn't work.
A woo?
And neither does the bite. It tries to bite the Whooper, but it kind of just bites the air.
Whooper has too much aura.
Exactly.
Aura farming.
Yeah.
I could just imagine Whooper's little face just aura farming.
Yeah. Just has no idea what's going on.
You can tell Nocturne Grunt Man is getting visibly angry as it ends its turn. And it is now Dillon Patchouli. I don't know why I said it like that.
Rocky. Let's give him the what for. Go and tackle that Pucciana.
Attack, please. In a desperate attempt, you hear it say, Pucciana, get out of the way. I have so many fucking things on my screen. I don't know where all my shit is. And it fails miserably.
Ooh. Do I need a defense modifier?
Defense modifier is 1.
1.
1. Not only do you tackle it, you send it flying into the wall. Splat! And it kind of makes a crater.
Splat.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh, Rocky. Oh no. What did you do?
He tackled him
I mean, good girl,
Very
Rocky.
very hard.
The battle is over. Let me calculate training points real quick. Every Pokemon that participated gets 5 training points.
Let's go.
And the battle was over. He recalls the Pokemon in its it shamefully recalls the Pokemon back into his ball and puts it back in his, and you can tell Mr. Nocturne Man is very upset. It's like, and just like looks at her, just looks at the feminine one, is just like, if I had a better partner than you, we wouldn't lose to a bunch of kids. One pipes up. It's just like, okay, you can shut up, okay? We're probably gonna get arrested anyway, so like I don't know why you're complaining. And like this is honestly your fault for leading us into here. The man is just going to be like, "Oh, shut your pie hole. I'm not going down. I'm still not gonna go. I'm still not gonna go down here without forcing my way out." And it's just gonna. It looks like he's going to start running up and throwing a punch at one of y'all until Jens pulls out a Pokeball of their own.
Oh shit.
And right before a fist collides with Orion's face, you see it get covered in string.
Whoa.
Thanks for the save.
Of course. Again, what would I be if I weren't able to protect my trainers? And as you notice, the Beedrill is now wrapping this grunt in a cocoon of string as it's struggling to as it is wildly struggling.
Nice.
Yeah. Remind me not to get on your bad side, Jens.
Oh, trust me. You'll only see my bad side when bad people like this man puts trainers in danger. The feminine one is just watching her partner get wrapped up in a human cocoon and is just like gets down on her knees and puts her hands behind her head. She don't want the smoke. And real quick, let's cut to a give me a second as I prep a little time skip real quick. Apologies, I should have probably prepped this beforehand. So a little bit happens as Jens starts leading everyone out of the cave with the Nocturne Grunts in tow. They start handing these perpetrators over to, of course, our officer Jenny. And they are both in cuffs now.
I will recall Shinx into his Pokeball and pull out the Ralts.
All right. What does the Ralts do?
I'm gonna be like, look, Ralts, we got him.
The Ralts kind of just looks at the man and just like just like points. It's just like points like its hand like at a right angle in front of it. You can't tell without its fingers, but it looks like it's flipping them off. And you just hear it, and you just hear the guy say, "Yeah, you too, you little shit." And as Jenny starts like basically just walking them away. You just hear the dude say, "Listen here, Pokemon League. You might not know it, but things are going to be changing in the future for Eclipsea. Things will be a lot different when our king starts his reign." And then you very visibly just hear a You don't know if it was the lady or if it was Jenny, but you probably just heard he got this shit slapped.
Man, what is that guy's deal?
I don't know, but he's a real piece of work.
The professor is just letting out a sigh. He's just like, Colt. You never know. You never know. Sometimes. Did any of them get hurt? And Yen's just like, no. They honestly had it all under control. And then Mabel's just like, "Did you not help them?" They were like, "I was on the phone. I was trying to reach you and Jenny." Mabel just gives them a slap on the back, like not like a slap, but just kind of just like conks them on their forehead. You know, just like wrist. You know what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
just like palm and wrist, just like it's like. It's like I know you're a leader, but that was Team Nocturne. Like, what did you think? They're a dangerous group. Like, what did you think they were going to try to do? It's like, the two, and then just you can see like Jens is like starting to get a little like skittery because they're getting an earful.
Honestly, Professor, it's okay. We weren't going to let a couple of punks like them get the better of us. And we outnumbered them like 4-2.
Well, that is true. I do worry about you all. I just hope that I just hope that that more don't start showing up because of this.
Honestly, I was more afraid of Shae than I was of them. You should have seen what she did to that Rattata.
Oh, really?
Tell her what you did, Shae.
Does Miss Shae have a bad side to her?
Sorry, what? I'm just gonna say that Shae is still calming down from the adrenaline and did not hear anything that you just said. And in real life, I did not hear anything that you just said.
Well, whenever Shae decides to come back down to Earth, I guess I'll just tell you. She blew a smoke screen at that Rattata and then an ember right after and like blew the whole thing up. It was crazy.
I thought that was gonna be a cave-in.
Maple's like eyes widen and is just like, Jens? Jens, get down in that cave. If there is a gas leak in that cave, you need to check that out. They are frantically rushing into that cave.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know you could set smoke on fire like that.
Shae kind of snaps out of it and she goes, sorry guys, I probably should have controlled myself a little bit better.
No, that was sick.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
It was kind of justified.
Yeah, for real.
Real quick, between all of y'all, have y'all seen any bright colors or have any ringing in your ears?
No.
Not that I'm aware of.
Not at the moment.
No, I don't think
Right.
so. I think I'm okay.
Briar's monologue kind of took a bit off of a shroom we found down there.
Yeah. But I told her not to do that again, so I think she kind of tripped out a little bit. Wasn't doing very good in battle, so I had to pull out Whooper as backup.
Well, since it's a mushroom, it probably has lessen effects, but maybe don't ingest. After a bit of time passes, Jens pops out of the cave. It's like, ma'am, there's no gas leaks. There's like, and she's like, okay, good. Then it might have just been a crazy phenomenon because I've never heard of smoke igniting. Honestly, you should have been here to see it. Alas. We didn't even know that they were in there, so I guess that mystery is solved. And Jens just kind of says, honestly, for their bravery, if it were up to me, I would have given them gym badges already, but I think I still need to do my job. Mabel's just going to say, consider it their gym challenge. We'll and award them the right to battle you. They give a nod. And Mabel's just going to say, "Now, if you excuse me, I believe I'm going to have to fill out the paperwork with the officer." Jens will give another nod as she starts to walk out. Yen looks a little embarrassed right now.
Well, thanks for showing us around, Jens. It was a really fun tour.
Very eventful.
I apologize that it went south like that.
I don't know. I
Well-
thought it was pretty hands-on. You know, that's how you learn sometimes.
Well, as the professor says, I believe that through league regulations and this brave act, you have all earned the right to a battle with the gym leader, which you probably already know is me. Though I'd imagine you probably would want all your Pokemon to get some rest beforehand. And as Jens finishes that sentence, you all hear a voice echo through the back of everyone's heads.
Did somebody say challenge?
As you all notice, a Pokemon is starting to walk up to all of y'all from the distance.
Did that voice come from that Pokemon over there?
And then you just hear Yen just go, "Oh no."
Jens, who is that?
Remember how I said that there is a Pokemon that took up residence within these ruins?
Uh-huh.
You hear the voice. You see the Pokemon cross its arms and is just like, "You strut into my abode and you don't even introduce me properly, Jens of the Gym Guardian." I must say, I'm a little bit offended. The Pokemon kind of just crosses its arms.
Jens, who is that?
It kind of just lets out a hard sigh and is just like, "Everyone, this is the Guardian of the Ruins, the mighty Charcadet."
Ooh, and I'm gonna pull out my, Shae's gonna pull out her Pokédex phone and look at it. This is a Pokemon and he talks?
Charcadet, the Fire Child Pokemon. Burnt charcoal came to life and became a Pokemon. Possessing a fiery spirit, Charcadet will battle even tough opponents. Remember the name well! You... And while I cannot talk normally, what I do have is telepathy. What has you all trespassing on this land? Jens is just like, Charcadet, I need you to remember this. This is not your land. This is a historical land site. Nonsense! I've claimed it in the name of Charcadet, so it is Charcadet's. It's Jens is just kind of face palming.
Yeah, I think he has a point.
As you all are looking at this Shark Cadet, give me clever plus lore, by the way, for anyone. For anyone that would be curious about this Shark Cadet.
Okay,
Where
but
is lore again?
Knowledge under skill in the skills tab.
That's not very good.
2 successes. 1 success.
Damn.
I can't
Briar, you
find
don't-
mine. I think I'm dumb. Hold on.
That is a Pokemon.
It is indeed. Well, I think it's a Pokemon.
So Clove, Briar and Shae. You notice that the Pokemon is kind of glistening a little bit in the lights. And Orion, you're wondering, don't Sharkadets normally have red eyes?
Yeah, it's a little strange for you to have blue eyes.
The Sharkadet kind of just looks at you and kind of like puts its arms on its sides and just like, and it's just like, mesmerized by my glimmering blue eyes, are you, young one? Very astute. I commend you. Now, I must ask again, why are you all trespassing? Jens is just completely just looks completely done right now.
Well, Charcadet, we were just exploring and looking around, and we found a cool cave. So we were just looking around. We don't mean any harm or anything.
Kind of just tilts its head to the side and is like, aha, you have witnessed a cave. I would assume that you are perhaps spelunking then.
Yeah, spelunking. That's what we were doing. We were exploring the cave.
kind of just like looks like it's thinking a bit, and is just like, must be some brave ne'er-do-wells if you are to explore a dark cave like that.
Well, you'll never find any excitement in life if you don't do something a little brave every now and then.
It gives a nod. And is just like, someone who enjoys the spice of life, I see. Well, now back to the thing at hand. Someone brought up a challenge. The more it's talking, the more Jens is just like sinking into his head. Their head. Fuck!
Yeah, I think the only challenge that we were talking about was Jens's gym challenge in order to be able to battle them.
It looks a little disappointed. The fire on its head is just kind of dimming a bit.
What's wrong, Char Cadet? Are you sad that we're not challenging you?
Don't be ridiculous. I do not get sad. I do not know what you mean.
All right. Well, if you're sure, I guess we'll just, I guess we'll just be on our way. Unless anyone else has anything to say.
I don't have anything against it.
I You tell I'm struggling to think of words. I Okay, can I be honest? I don't know where I was going with this whole thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Are we fighting the Char Cadet?
Do you want to?
Do you perhaps want to witness our challenges, Mr. Guardian of the Ruins? sir?
It gives a it kind of gives like a look of intrigue, and is just like, I would like to witness, yes.
Right, you have to see us in action first to see if we're even worthy to challenge you. Right?
Yes, astute observation, miss. I am sure that if one of you can beat Jens of the gym, then it will be a legendary battle. The Sharkhead is starting to look a little bit embarrassed with all the eyes on it. But is trying to maintain confidence.
So, where to? Are we supposed to... Well, I guess we should go let our Pokemon rest for a little bit first, right?
Jens is just gonna be like, yes, we can all head to the Pokemon Center beforehand. And but while you all do that, I'll escort Charcadet to the gym. If that is alright. Charcadet is just like, lead the way, one of the gym. Back to Albio. Buddy? With this motherfucker in tow.
I do think we're getting to a point where we might not be able to start any battles in case they run a little bit longer.
Don't worry, I was planning on full disclosure, I was planning on cliffhanging.
Perfect. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't say that. No spoilers.
It was either going to be for the gym battle or for the Charcadet, either or. So as the Charcadet, so as you all walk back, Jens is leading the Charcadet to the gym. Everyone can rest up at the Pokemon Center if they so wish. But until then, Jens will be waiting in front of the gym for everyone.
Right, Rocky, you're getting some extra special food tonight. I'm talking bacon. I'm talking burnt ends of the steak. I'm talking all kinds of good stuff.
The moment you said bacon, the tail is just wagging like a mile a minute.
You did so great today.
And Shae will give Sensor a lot of scritches and pats of deep appreciation. And Jury too, even though she was just a fashion accessory for this battle.
Not the fashion accessory.
Both will be very appreciative. Um, and as everyone starts to rest up their Pokemon for the incoming battle. Next time on Pokerole.
Dun dun.
Bum bum. What is the deal with this mysterious shark cadet? What other Pokemon does Jens have aside from the Beedrill that was been caught? How much paperwork will Maple have to do dealing with those Nocturne grunts? Will Ant forget to turn off turn order? Yes, to that one.
Bless you.
And will... Oh.
Sorry.
And the, some sort of fifth thing that is a question that that you'll have to find out the next time for episode 5, the first official gym battle. Bum 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 bum.
Yippee!
Woo!
Perfect timing on the music too.
And cut.